Now I need to check the chat. Hang on. See if we can get it working. Oh, right. Bear me a second while I load up. Yes. Where's the chat? We're going to do, we need to get, we really need to get our orb up. Let's get that done. Right, just going to come off these candles for the moment. I need my orb on. First 5 minutes. So, our first draw is here. New York Open, we probably expect this high to go. So we got this one, and all the way down here. So this is our draw at the moment. We're above the daily. We've taken out previous day high, Asia, London with this giant move up. And then we're above the daily, we're above the weekly. So normally with a 4-hour bullish, we will expect to see it come for this high. Now what we're doing is we're just going to use the first 5 minutes. Hey, hello. Hi Peter, Pickles, Lang, Yang. Hope you're all well. Been a fucking great day. I'm already 3 up. So I quite like a tap off this daily level, right? So we could do something like this, potentially. Or we can wait for our first 5 minute orb, right? So let me show you. Let me show you. Fuck. So I'm liking this now, back above the hourly. Coming for this draw. Ready. Tap. How long we got left? 2 more minutes. What's the risk to reward? So really, like that. Wait for the orb to finish in 5 minutes. Let's see if we hang around this level. I'm not in yet. Even though I like it, right? I like the break above, retest of the hourly, and then push for our high. I'm just waiting. I've got one more minute. I'm just gonna go. I'm on the minute already. Really like this. just tap the high. So like if you were in here, that could be your break even, or even your first partial. Right. We'll cover this trade in a minute. Hey Dean, and then we got our 10 a.m. Once we've come out of this, it has just been a cracking day. So yes, going to go through the orb stats, right? Let me just hide this table. Put it in the top right. Okay, right, so there's a high probability for us coming for this high. Like 85%. During this half an hour period. Yeah, and you're only looking, so you can see the orbs done, right? So our first 5 minutes. And anybody who's trading alpha zones, this is why I delayed the orb, was because it needs to fit in with alpha zones. So here's our 4 hour. Here's our 4 hour high. Right, if this is bullish, and like you can see everything's bullish at the moment, the probability in this last half an hour that we put in the high is like I said, 85%. So you can use orb as your confirmation. So here's your orb stats, right? So this is showing you that after the first 5 minutes, once we confirm close above, there's a 75% probability that we won't close below, right, by 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is then our 10 a.m. strategy, our 10 a.m. candle, and all stats change. So we only want to run this till 10 a.m. So we're looking like we're going to get our close. 5 minute our market structure. It's now confirming for the low. We do get a close above, right? So I could now, where's my,
order filled.
So we're just in looking for our high. So you can see the nice retracement off of the hourly, right? So this is where now, this is your, we don't want to see that hourly go basically. .39 minutes. So we've still got another 20 minutes until 10 a.m. We've got these VIBs here as well. Just want to see it push and take the high. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, done.
Order filled.
Boosh. This sell signal's not related yet to this orb. TP for me. Oh, cha-ching. Hang on.
Is that a button we've got now?
Yeah. It's not a button. It's actually a signal. We got a signal on gold. Let's go. It's a fucking cracking trade. So this is going to be our new model that's come in, which is our 930 open model, our orb model, which everyone's been asking about. Statistically backed by huge data. We've just got to finish some of the signals. This is the alpha zone signal, which we're above. We're not taking that. We're looking for this long. But you can see the breakout. What a fucking trade. Absolutely smashed. Here was when we were looking really. If you didn't wait for the orb, if you're trading alpha zones. 200 ticks already in. If you waited for the break, no worries. Right? You take the retracement back in. Your stop goes below the hourly alpha zone. Here's your first partial and let it run. Right? Boom. 85% probability that when you have a bullish alpha zone in this 4 hour, we're going to go for the high. Especially when we're above the open like this. And your confirmation is like this. When we take that 1 hour, a 1 hour zone, bang, we're going for this. This is our draw. Absolutely fucking smashed. Right, let's check out that signal. So it's been... Why has it stopped? Ah, right, yeah. So I set a level at the daily. So I set an alert at gold at the daily because we've been bullish, right? So we've been bullish on gold. So I just wanted to see how we'd react when we get to the daily. That's all my alert was. You can see my buy and sell ones there, and these are levels. So we've had an absolutely insane day. This was a cracking signal. I did a video on why I didn't take this one, why I took this one. It was basically due to risk to reward. Like I was expecting us to come back to the 4 hour, and I didn't have time to change the signals so I could get in here. So I just waited and we got another signal here. Stopped below the 4 hour, targeting the weekly. Could have left the runner going and would have been good. But yeah, this is the current weekly high. So really interesting on CL. You can see how I've been bearish for this weekly. We go bullish on the daily. It's going to be really interesting to see now we've taken this high, whether we keep our weekly level. But yeah, so CL was an absolute smashed. And then Euro, I've just done the recap in the absolutely another one. Straight in, TP done. And I think I had three trades today. Well, that's 4 now, obviously for the open as well. And we are 4 for 4. Killing it today. And then we got our 10 AA open set up as well. So, or our 10 AM candle set up. So let's get to that. So the main signals, if you're going to take the signals, right? Nice one, Pickles. So the main signals I'm using is the default, right? I'm using the default. I'm not, if I'm trading, then I'm going to use custom signals because I'm trading, I'm on the market. If I'm looking to take signals and judge the signal and whether I want to take it or not, I'm using the default. I'm setting my alerts, as you can see, right? So my log gets triggered, bang, alert, right? and then I'm going on. So for example, let's just recap CL. Alert triggers. I'm on the 2 minute. I've got Heiken-Ashi on just to make life easy, right? We know it smooths out a bit more on the signals. Right, so I come in, I've got my market structure, my 2 minute, my 5 minute, my 15 minute are all bullish, right? My weekly's bearish, my daily's gone bullish. So if my daily's gone bullish and we've taken this high, it is very, 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 very likely we are going to return to the weekly, right? We're going to come up and retest this weekly level. Our 4 hour opens bullish. Previous 4 hour closes bullish. Bullish. So when I get this alert here, there isn't much for me to think about other than this is high probability. Market structure is currently bullish. 4 hours bullish. Daily's bullish. Nice target level above of the weekly. Right? It's an absolute no-brainer. I'm going to take my first partial here. I'm going to reduce my stop. I took my stop from here. I took it below the low. And then we hit TP. Easy. 5 minutes of just using the alpha zones. Where are we on the weekly? And obviously the same thing as well, guys, is you've got alpha zones on, right? Then you're literally just using your table and you can see where are we? We're 4 hour bullish. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of that 10 minute. I'm on the 10 minute. Right, so my 4 hour bullish, my hourly, we're just still inside the hourly at the moment, daily, weekly, right? Just easy to look. And then my market structure, how do we look on the current time frame? Smashed. So, and that's what I'm doing. We go to Euro, right? I get the alert, I jump on Euro. Okay, I see this one. Here we are at the end of this hour. I'm like, okay, we're bearish on the daily, right? So we've come up. We've come down on the daily, we've returned back to the daily. This is our daily high. We've been unable to come and break this high and then come back below the daily. Now this would have been a sickening trade, right? If you're trading, this is what you're looking for. Break above, break below, retest. You want to be in them all day, right? In those trades, stop above, new low. But anyway, I got the alert, jumped on the chart, market structure's bearish, current order flow's bearish, right? The only thing I don't like in this is that we just wicked this high. And I was like, eh. So what did I do? I was like, right, let's focus on, first of all, 1R, hitting some profit, getting risk off. Now you'll see on this trade, I didn't put me stop above here. I actually went straight to break even. I was like, let's just get profit, take risk off, and then we'll let it run to our previous 4 hour. Now I could let this run further, right? Targeting this low, and that's what we would have done. And then you'd have moved your stop just above the current hour high, right? Just a little bit in profit, and we'd be looking for that new low. Or if you wanted 3R there, right? So that's how I'm judging it. I'm coming on, I'm doing my overview, using my alpha zones. Where's the weekly? Where's the daily? Where are we in structure of the daily, right? If you go in the course, you see how we go through each, from how a candle forms, everything. Yep, 100%. I use my daily for where we are, right? And where the current bias is. So in a formation, this is our current high, right? So when we come above the daily here, what do we expect? Well, if we're going bullish, we expect this high to go. If we fail to take that high, and fail to hold the daily, what can we expect? A return to attack this low, right? And then we use our levels, break, retest, break, retest, break, retest. The alpha zones, right? We come down, we flip bullish, retest, trade, retest. Well, there's a buy signal. You're targeting the daily. What's the most likely outcome? We've passed through the daily, not retested it. New 4 hour starts, we go bullish, bang. You're going to take your partial above this high and you're going to let it run to this daily level. Just absolute, well, it's been on fire today. On fire. Right, let's get back to NQ. Oh, okay, this is getting exciting. Why? What I'm missing a potential. Right, this is another great setup, right? So we're coming 10 minutes in, and orb, we're about to break orb, right? So we're about to close below orb, which we can see happens not very often. So our 10 a.m. candle, so we've taken this high, right? Statistic in, our 10 a.m. candle now could be a potential reversal, and maybe we're going to lose the low and come take these. This is often a great trade. So even here, when we get a breakout and a close below, this could be a good trade as well. Let me just hide the table. So you can see, right, if I go up to the 2 minute, so there's 27 now. So 27 times we've had this orb. Only 2 times have we had that bearish aim. So this would have been another good trade here, right? Where we close below and looking for another runner, maybe back to this 4 hour here where we've come out of and we didn't retest. Another potential could be that if we break under this daily, retest, and then back to the 4 there. Going to be a really interesting period. But at no point in a lot of the data that we've collected have we gone up second and by 10 a.m. come and took this high. Another really good trade. So I would have looked to have taken this short, right? Expecting volatility as well. You know, and even if you were just looking to take it to the daily into this level, you know, there's easy 10 points in this break here. Yeah, way more than 10 points. So you can see there 75%. So this is how many sessions of this orb. This statistics is showing us that it's out of the last 16 sessions, not including today. Not including today. But if I go up time frames to the 2 minute, you can see it's now 27 sessions. And out of, well, a total of 29 sessions for the last 29 days, we've only confirmed one direction 93% of the time. Now, that's not the statistic I'm playing on for the draw. It's just showing you the probability during this from from that first 5 minutes till 10 o'clock gives us really good confirmation of direction and our draw. So this is our draw. Now this model will be completely put back together so that you can you know exactly what you're looking for in the indicator and what you're trading on our orb system. But the big difference between us and everybody else is statistical probability, right? Our orb is based on statistical probability of it taking a particular level, a target, and then a confirmation of what is likely to happen, right? So if I go up time frames again and go to the 5 minute, you can see we're now up to 56, 62 times. We've only ever had 2 confirmations by 10 a.m. Doesn't mean it can't happen. It's just very unlikely that in the next 10 minutes we're going to see price come up and take this level. 10 a.m. open might, but for the next 10 minutes, it hasn't happened yet for a while. But if we look at our 1 minute stats, which is what I'm kind of basing this on, the hourly could have been a nice little tap here, maybe. Like this. Or maybe even like a partial and then a runner for the 4. Oh, we got a signal on CL. Interesting. So our orb is confirmed short, but we can see we do get a few confirmations by 10 a.m. We're in our weekly. This is our weekly high, which we failed to take. It's an interesting buy. Right now, you can see the trend's quite strong, so I wouldn't be jumping in on this. What I'd rather see is the weekly level lose in line with the higher time frame weekly of being bearish, and then maybe even like a retracement back to this 4 hour. But yeah, not going to jump on that. You looked at the other signals, right? Big difference here. Look at the strength of that candle, right? We want to see if we get a signal, we can wait until the Heikin-Ashi goes green, or we see a little bit more strength, or we've got an area. Like if I take this trade, what am I doing? Where's my stop going? Right, I'm going long. Okay, so I'm going to have to cover the weekly. So I've got targets. I can go, right, well, back into this hour. Well, this current hour's bearish, and we've taken the orb, and there's a 93% probability we ain't going to take that high by 10 a.m., right? So not right now, statistics against us for taking that trade. Back to NQ. Beautiful tap, retap of that 1 hour, and then nearly back at our daily. Absolute fire.
Excuse me.
You are excused. Holding this fib. I still think we'll get a retap. So the partial for me would be here, right? So this would be first target. Just see if we retap that daily. And then what we really want to see is it come back to that 4 hour. Boom. There's the daily tapped. Come on, through the daily. Fucking fire today. Absolute fire today. Nice rejection off of the daily. Your runner should be running to to there, right? Break even should have first TP and break even should be done. So if you're in the trade, risk should be off. If we hold this daily level now, then potentially we could expect our 4 hour to open and maybe flip back bullish again. I don't expect that to happen. This is really high probability. We've got 3 minutes until our 10 a.m. candle. And then, so let's draw up our 10 a.m. draws, right? So 10 a.m. So our New York draw's already been done. Thank you very much. When we close below here, we are absolutely looking back down here, right? This is our draw. Come on. Retest. Reject. Come on. Keep going. Yeah, so our 10 a.m. we've got our London low, but our draw is going to be these two things. It's going to be our 9 a.m. high. Oh, yes, draw high. And then we're just waiting for our 9 a.m. low, which looks like it will be this. We'll see. So we've got our draw high, This is also our current daily high. We've taken the high of the previous day. This is a big run. This is a big run. A big run. So our current 4 hour, right? Previous 4 hour was bearish. This 4 hour was bullish. We've made a high in New York, which is great. I mean, I'd have taken this retest, but I've like 5 trades up today. It's crazy. Can't keep. I'll try and I want to look for 10 a.m. but yeah, don't have to keep taking trades. Never mind. I know, yeah, by a tick, right? Doesn't matter. This was a cracking trade. Right now, like, there isn't a statistical edge to this level. It's just price action based. That's why we're going break even, right? We want to take profits at our alpha zone, remove risk. Here is a statistical probability. Right, we've got our new 10 a.m. candle. So this is our second draw. I'm going to clear up the charts. So I'll draw low. If you're in that trade, just stay break even. So this is our 4 a.m. candle, previous 4 hour candle, right? This is where it closed. All of this is a wick. Everything above here, right? So there's the body. All this is a wick. So we've got a massive push up and then a body close, right? Yeah, calling it a day is important. I will look for this 10 a.m. retest off of this daily level if we get this break retest and then maybe to this New York low here. I've been banging on about this 4 hour. So we'll see. If we hold the daily and break above, yeah, there's a big rejection. So off our 4 o'clock candle, our previous 4 hour candle, is like we opened. Yeah, it was about there. Looking good. Break below. Come on. It's a shitty candle. I apologize. There you go. This is our current 4 hour, previous 4 hour candle. This is where we're opened. I feel like a potential retracement up. And then we could break that daily, retest, and could be nice. The orb strategy, you can literally just trade that 15 minutes, half an hour, every day. Smash be done. Trade the signals like I've done today while I'm working on other stuff for MaxAlgo. What you need to look for is all in the course as well, right? Cover everything in the course. Got a few more stuff to add on as well. See if we return to this our previous hour. So previous hour, right? Bullish, bearish. Previous hour. I like if we break below, I like this. Something like that. Took all of those. Four-hour low. Here we go. How's it going anyway? Everyone all right? Have a good week so far? Did you do much on the weekend? I did spent a bit of time doing some back testing of the orb. Making sure I was ready to come on today, smash it. Get rid of that now. So I fully expect a some sort of bearish retracement after this. I mean, we could obviously completely recover all of this and come and take this high, but it's just quite a significant push. Yeah. Backtesting alpha zones. Well, it includes alpha zones, doesn't it? That's why I launched alpha zones first. Never mind. Red days are part of it as well. Sometimes it's good if you can feel good if you take a red day, walk away, move back on, carry on. It's managing. No worries, Aaron. What's CL doing? Oh, that buy signal would have played out. Yeah, not quite where we'd have wanted it anyway, because obviously we'd have had to take the whole weekly, so we're not even up enough really to play out of this. I mean, where would you take your first partial? Probably here, but yeah, no, still wasn't for me. I'd still rather see this go. Nice retest of the previous hour. Getting a bit chunked up, some consolidation, right? Just consolidating. Euro's been beautiful today. Oh. Didn't take the low. That was my trade. So previous week, how many weeklies have I got on? Put another weekly on. Previous week was bullish. Right. So very strong bullish week. So we've had a bit of a retracement. This is the first retracement down that weekly candle. So Euro could, what day are we on? Wednesday. Could see a turnaround. Euro return back to the weekly, come back above. It'll be an interesting inch one, or even a indecisive doji weekly candle. That could be a possibility. That could be. Do I try which? Yes, I wonder. That and 6E. Is what I use. We got a signal on gold potentially. Let's take a look. Ooh. Ooh. We're above the daily. We've broken bullish. Weekly's bearish. We're above the 4 hour. Signals on the previous candle, on normal candles, right? On Heikinashi, it's on this one. Failed to come and take the low. Again, I think on this one, where we are, I would want to see us come back below the daily. So we've come below the daily and then come back above, then gone and retested, right? Held the daily and come back above, right? So when we're breaking through, that's not the pattern that you want to see, right? You don't want to see price breaks through, comes back up, holds, come up, right? What we want to see is price breaking through, retesting and continuing, right? Now, if it comes back through again, takes this low, structural shift, then retest the daily and the 4 hour, then we could be, then I'd be interested. As much as it's been absolute fire today, Euro, it's been, oh, I'm on gold. So yeah, so this is how I judge the signal, right? Come below, come back above, held the level, come higher, made another high, coming back at the level. I don't have to take, I can wait for more confirmation, right? More confirmation is coming back below, breaking the low of the 4 hour, then retest, and then potentially we can continue on, right? Yeah, I still, obviously I've traded that on 6E today, but I often look at Euro USD on just habit, right? On Oanda, I'll often look at Oanda just to see what I think looks cleaner to me. Yeah, I don't mind 6E. I still use it, I still look at it, right? But I use both. That's why they're next to each other, so I can just go bing, 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 and flip between them. All right, looking good. Ooh, not looking good. You've got the 4 hour above on gold. Hour above this one. This 4 hour. Are you on? No, it's the same on there. Sure. Confused. Confused pickles. I've got 4 hour above on gold. 4 hour above. The previous 4 hour was above. We've just started a new 4 hour. This is a brand new 4 hour candle. 10 a.m. Holding that daily. Now, even though I think, okay, we could hold this actually and potentially, maybe we're going long. I'm not trading it. I just don't have to take that trade, right? I don't have to take what I think. I can just wait until what it's showing. I think, yeah, okay, I kind of agree with that as well. Just takes the pressure out of, you know, making a decision of I'm going to take this long. It's like, no, I'll wait until there's a signal that I agree with everything else aligning. I mean, fair enough. This is a great signal. Hour of the weekly, right? Easily done, probably 1 hour. So you'd have been in here, stop below the weekly, and then yeah, you're just looking for first TP here, and then a continuation. But yeah, I didn't like it because of where we are, right? And that's fine. That is fine. NQ, we are trapped inside this daily level. I am kind of thinking that maybe we come up here, then we break below, and then we do this, right? All the excitement's happened, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. T's on it now. Right, I am going to look to...
What's the issue?
I don't know. Something to do with this 4 hour. It's been in a different location to my gold 4 hour, I think. The retest wasn't deep enough. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Come on.
Order filled.
Right, let's give it a go. We lose this one, and I'll just finish for the day. I've gone not a huge risk, because I've already had 4 winners now. So if we break all the way through, could flip and actually have a go. If we've done this a few times now, right? On the stream, if you've watched, this is our previous hour low. If we come all the way down here and don't take this previous hour low, and then come bullish, it's a good sign for us to get in this continuation. Like, why would price come this far down to the low, not take it when it's only a few ticks away, right? And then flip bullish. So for me, that's a good indication then of breaking above and looking at a potential long. The 2 hour, I'll look to take 2 trades, right? So I'll look to take this trade towards this draw, towards previous 4 hour, and then if that failed, I'd look to take the opposing direction, right? And our draw's up here. So bigger trade upwards as well. So risk to reward's a lot better. But yeah, this will also be our first TP, which is TP 45150. I don't like this as much as the previous trades. The reason why is just how messy we've been here and the fact that we still haven't taken this low. So I don't like this trade. Confidence level's probably a 6. I don't like the way this 4 hours opened. I think if you've taken profit in these trades with me, keep hold of your profit. Like I said, I've reduced risk. I'm probably $100 on that trade. I'm 760 up for the day. Let's have a look. So yeah, I'm risking 100 on this trade, right? I don't like it as much as the others. I've had a good day. We had the trade in New York. If you don't hit that TP now and wick back up, so yeah, I'm looking for first target and second target. Let's see if we. Come on, NQ. Like now, you'd expect us to come through this draw. You could quite easily go break even now as well. And you know what? You've had a good day. Walk away. I am waiting. I think we're going to hit this. Boom.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Stops to break even, and we're just looking for this final take profit.
Order filled.
Bam. Oh, I had it a bit close. Sorry, I didn't move my second target. I had it 100 ticks away. My bracket set to 100 ticks. So yeah, this is the final target. I've just hit TP anyway. So trade done. That's another win for me today. Beautiful. And now that puts me at 850 for the day. What a day. I am so stoked to come on and do this with you every day. I cannot tell you. So stoked. We're going to be smashing it with the orb strategy, smashing it with the 10 a.m. strategy, and then with the signals as well. Well done, Pickles. So there's my trade. I use brackets, and my first bracket's set to 100 ticks. So, and that was my partial. So bam, bam, and it hit me 100 ticks. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't have to go to that exact target, right, guys? You want to take 10 points, take 10 points. It's just our high probability draw at this time of day. No worries. Did you take a partial? It's important. Partial break even, right? It's important. That's our draw. This is our high probability, right? This one's our high probability. This level is our high probability. Our next high probability is this level, right? And I'll explain that to you. Never mind, buddy. So the reason why this is our next draw, okay? Good. Trims are good. Is this is our 4-hour candle low. So remember this 4-hour candle, right? This is our 4-hour candle low. Okay? So we've just taken our hourly low, which is here. So our hour has been bearish, right? And we've taken the low. Once we've taken the low, like this, for this hour, remains high probability that this hour is going to close bearish. There's probably about a 75% probability that this hour will now close bullish, close bearish, because we've closed below and taken this previous hour low. So that low gives us, like, we're not looking up here yet, right? If we take this 4-hour low, so our 1 hour candle has done what it's meant to do. Nice retest. Our 4-hour candle, what happens most of the time on a 4-hour candle? Most of the time, on any candle, we usually take the high or the low of the previous hour, right? So for us, we've taken the low of the previous hour. Our next target is the low of the 4-hour, right? And this is our 4-hour low. So if we're expecting price to come to here, we're expecting price to come take this 4-hour low. If we now, I just don't expect us to flip, to be honest. I just don't expect us to flip and go bullish. So we're getting a sell signal on the 1 minute. It's not our normal, but anyway, let's have a look. So Heiken Ashi hasn't changed yet. Obviously no signal on the 2 minute. So this is a, yeah, it's gone. It's not our standard settings, right? Ideally, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like it. It's this level here. Come on. Indecisive. Beautiful. Yeah, so that's why these are our targets. Okay. And let me show you an example of that. Right. Bearish candle. Does this candle take a low or a high of the previous candle? Yes. Does this one? 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 Yes. Yes. No. Inside bar. Yes. Yes. Inside bar. Inside bar. Yes. 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 So you can see the majority of the time, a candle will take the high or low of the previous candle. This is the high and low of the previous 4-hour candle. This is the low of the previous 4-hour. That's the low of the previous hour. These are our high probability targets. This is why we have those targets. They are statistically most likely to happen. Come on. You know you want to. That's what I wanted on CL. So, failing to come up, right? We've been bearish. Are we just going to break below and go bearish on CL? Really interesting. Market structure, we are close to closing below that level, right? We've tapped it. Retesting here. If I wasn't, I'm not taking any more trades. But I like this. Right. Nicer if we could get below the weekly and do it here. But this isn't bad either, right? The hourly's flip bearish halfway through. It's good probability. It's good probability. Anyway. So our first hour of NQ, right? So we've had our first half an hour, right? Our first half an hour of NQ. We use our NQ stats. Here's our 4-hour candle. Right? Candle 5. 8 segments. Just going to go up to the 15-minute. So we can see in the first half an hour at 10 a.m. Candle 5 is 10 a.m. What am I doing wrong? Right, data. No, I'm on the wrong one. This is previous high low. That's why. Hang on. Not that one. 4-hour candle stats. There we go. Right, in the first half an hour, you can see that if we're bearish, there's a 58% probability that we've put in our high in the first half an hour. When we finish the second half an hour, when we finish the first hour, then we're up there at 70%. So so this is showing the first 4 hours. 275, 321, 275 bearish 10 a.m. candles. 75% of the time our high and low is in the first segment, which is really where we expect our bearish candle and distribution in the next 2 hours. So if we take this low, right now we're inside that first half an hour. So if we can take that low, that gives us more probability to a bearish 4-hour candle. We are only just starting this 4-hour candle. There is tons of time to find a trade on this. We haven't even completed our first hour yet. Right, we've not even completed our first hour. If we look at it previously, right, this is the 4-hour candle that we're looking the data at. Okay, so we just continue bullish, and the hourlies were just like, here's our setups, right? Gutted not to be there yesterday. So yeah, we just look, we go bullish, new hour starts, we hold the new hour, get a buy signal, bang, new hour starts, bullish, bang, bang, bang. It's just a, right, you're here. We're only halfway through, just here. There's all this to come. Plenty of time. If you haven't caught a trade, take a trade on this 4-hour model. So, patience. Same thing here, right? You can see, look, we switch bullish, come back into our 4-hour, nice tap, and off we go again. Yeah, it's beautiful. I replaced the picture of my wife on my phone when she rings to one of the trade setups yesterday because it was so beautiful. So now when she rings me, I actually smile. You missed that, didn't you?
Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah.
Her photo on my phone is this now. That setup yesterday was so perfect with that sell signal.
You changed it to your wife's
I
picture?
changed my wife's picture. It actually will make me happy now when she rings. Not kidding, it was a thing of beauty. She's not. Shouldn't talk about Tony's mum like that.
Now. No need.
You want to tell her. So bloody weak coming down. Still feel like we're coming down here, right? Slow. Let's have a look at, tell you what we'll do, right? Because this trade's over and I'm waiting. I want to see us break these or come back above this high and give us another direction. What we'll do is we'll have a look at some of those orb stats. Let's go back and have a look at some of those orb stats. Because that setup is coming. This is, people ask, when's the orb? It's coming. Had to get alpha zones out because it includes alpha zones, right? It was too important when we're having these levels in between when the orbs form in to not include it. So if I went orb first and then added out, it just didn't feel right. So we went alpha zones because they're just a huge part of it, right? Where the daily, the weekly are. And then this is our orb setup. So current statistics on the 1 minute chart, right? So our statistic indicator is showing you on NQ 9:30 to 9:35. We're on -4, right? It's just showing you the statistics of how many times we've had those confirmations and that hit. So let's go on replay. So we now load up a few more. Where are we? September 2024. We can see we're running in at 80%. So here, right? Daily level. What are we thinking when we're pushing up against this daily level with our hour and we're failing to close above, and then we come below and retest and fail, come below and retest and fail, come below and retest and fail? Our draw is our 4 hour low, right? 4 hour low. Confirm short, even if you want to take it off the daily, right? Or the hourly, there's our target. Now you've obviously got the 4 hour alpha zone as an area as well. But yeah, this is that setup. We wick the high, so we do create a high, and then bam, come for that low. And then once we take that low, our 10 AM candle gives us statistical probability that this is going to be our high. Bang, 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 down we go. They just line together beautifully. Let's have a look at another example. Oh, here's a bad one. So there's only once in this example where we confirm 3 times, and this is it. No! Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry, I've hit random bar instead of select bar. I wanted to show where the levels were. We get another set of statistics. 14.4, 77% at the time. We are in January 2025. So I need to replay without... I need to bring up the levels. Okay, here's our daily. So we're bullish. This is some plentiful chop, right? The 4 hour is bearish. We take this low here, right? Meaning this is our potential high. So at that point, our initial bias is potential 4 hour low. So if you were waiting for that, you'd be waiting for a 4 hour low confirmation. We never go and take it anyway. We're bullish on the daily. So here could have quite easily been, see what level are you going to anchor your stop to on here? Where are you anchoring your stop to? There's the hourly, there's the 4 hour. It's a difficult trade to anchor, even from a structure point of view, right? Maybe this is your high, so this would be your target. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it'd have been a loss. So I think you'd have to have like either. Yeah, that's not 1R. Maybe like this VIB here would be, I'd want to see that sort of covered. Maybe this you could use 1.3R. It's not great. When this low goes, right, we get a lovely open VIB. I love taking a trade out of those VIBs. That's where I'd be looking to take a trade. And that's easy. It's clear stop placement, right? It's a clear structure. And then your first target is here, the low, the hourly, and the 4 hour, right? And then you're going to let them run and try and aim for this low. You do end up getting 2.6R. When we close below, see this retest and drop down, your stop should be here, right? Should never have lost any more than 1.2R on that trade. Because we don't want to see it come back above the 4 hour, right? So when the new hour starts, so hour ends bearish, new hour starts bullish. Here's your first potential issue. So even if you saw this and it came back in, you could have then put it above this high. That this is now going bullish. What you want to see is that continuation back down to this level. But anyway, let's have a look at another example. Now I prefer this more. I prefer this a lot more. So retested the hourly, right? So 1,000,000%. You're getting in on this retest when it comes back in. Let me just try and lock it in. So here you've got structure. Easily stop placement or even below the hour, right? We don't want to see the hour go. But let's say you take the bigger stop. Okay, so first TP is very close. This is the most recent high. Then you've got the hourly level. So 1R would have been at least first partial break even. So should have been a partial break even max on that one, especially when you're going back up into this hourly level. This is beautiful. When we break back below this hour, that's just giving you the indication of what we're going to switch bearish. And oh, hang on a second. My apologies. I'm on the wrong. We're looking at the wrong time zone. No wonder it's a fuck up. Hang on. I need to be on 5 time zones wrong for that period. Boom. There we go. Daily level. Don't retest. This is a thing of beauty out of this 4 hour zone to this daily. Difficult one this. What are we targeting? 4 hour low is already way gone. Maybe down here. But you'd definitely just be covering the daily level, right? So if you did take it, this is just what you'd be covering above the daily. Hard to find an anchor point for your first trade. So maybe 1R, which you'd have missed. Maybe you got a little bit of retracement. Being up against this 4 hours, not great. But if you're just looking for 10 points, even the break below the daily, well, there's more than 10 points there. How much is there? There's over 300 ticks. And then when we get back above the daily, the only thing that's issuing is just no retest to that daily level. Just quite fast in and out of it. Break up. Again, no retest. Bit of a funny day. This is cleaner. So this is more what we're looking for, right? Okay, our daily is here. Our 4 hour is bearish, cleanly bearish, right? New York opens, comes above, we get our first 5 minutes of manipulation, comes above the hourly, and then drops below the hourly, right? Here's our 4 hour low, and there's our daily level. I mean, that is just a easy trade, right? Stop above, just to the 4 hour level, done. And then the retest here, you could have taken another one back to that daily. Just done. That's quite easy. It's having the levels around you so you can see where you're looking for, right? It's an easy level. Easy level to retest. This hour's now over, right? I mean, this is a beautiful bearish retest to the 4 hour. Absolutely. There's just a lot of trades that you can take. It's about waiting for it to all look clean. Follow everything you want. What do you reckon? What do you think about this retest of this hourly? Like, it's clean as so clean. 4 hours bearish. Come out of the 4 hour, right? So we come above, as we expect, a wick. We come below, take the low, take the low of the current 4 hour, giving us, remember those statistics, 80% probability, right? Good probability that this is going to be our high. Tap into the 4 hour, come below. I mean, this is a huge drop. Same thing, right? Come below, retest, continue on. We come back up, retrace up our previous hour, break through. These are my favorite trades. Break through, retest, continuation. New 10 hour candle starts, and that candle flips bullish. And away we go. Right? Over and over again. Let's have a look at how we're doing now. I need to change me all back. What's really important is to manage your risk on a bad day, right? Just make sure you've got your limit, 1 trade, 2 trades, however many it is, and how much you want to risk per day. And then just make sure you're done. Don't chase. This is not a very clean hour, right? Although we're bearish and we're continuing to come down, we're taking that first half an hour. We're just tapping on down. Are we going to take this low? What would be, if you could see now this next new hour and we do take this high and we flip bullish, it could be a great trade. Could be a really good trade. But till that happens, we're bearish. Oh, I've got signals off. So I couldn't see any signals. So 2 minutes bearish, 5 minutes bearish. This was our draw. Taken. It's our final draw. And we've got all of the 4 hour for this to happen.
It's different 4 hour candle on there.
Yeah, the 4 hours on CFDs are different to futures.
Yeah, that's what Pickles is he's saying. He's got a different 4 hour.
Yeah, they open differently.
But obviously it has because this is opening an hour earlier because
Yeah.
there's no downtime on that.
Yeah. CFDs are different.
Is that why I kind of duplicated it in the spot he's on?
That is the sell signal I'd have liked to have taken. Remember, we were just setting that trade up, that retest here. But to be fair, that would have been a break even anyway. But I like that sell signal. So yeah, when we came below here and we retested, this is what I was just saying about this short on CL. well, 2R had definitely been at least had a partial and a break even. Or done. 2R's great. If you're in on this one, not quite done 1R. So you could have either this low is your first TP or this low. Either or. I quite like this low. Especially since when we break below, we don't want to come back again. And then, yeah, let it run for here. Back to this level. Ah, it's a good looking trade. Let's check Euro. Not quite made it back to our daily level. Here's our 4 hour. Are we going to break? Go for these lows? ES is doing a lot better than NQ. I mean, this is too perfect out of the daily level, right? Look at this. We come above, take the low, retest the hourly and the daily, and away we go. Here's the previous 4 hour low. That would have been our target. Like, we were trading ES, would have been done and done and done. Don't be wrong, we still had our draw here, 9:30, right? Same retest, bang, retest the daily and the hourly, bang, target, done. Breaks back through, closes below the orb, retest, bang, done. I think NQ should carry on down. Yeah, this is looking better from NQ. Still want that low to go. Gold's hanging at that daily level. The gold's bullish today. So if you think about it from a closing of a candle, right? If you think gold's going to go bullish today, where's the best place to take the trade? It's either taking it when it's bearish or taking it at the daily level. If you think gold's going to go bearish or close bearish today, it's a great level to take that trade from. Let's get exotic. Is it going under as well? It's gone under. Still bullish though, right? This is our low, this is our high. On that, but then we're very bearish on the day. And there's that 4 hour. Left side, alright. So we'll kick with NQ, ES. These are the main pairs that we're looking at. NQ, ES, gold and CL. Mainly what we trade. There's your first break even, right? TP, break even off of this trade. That's what I'd have been doing. Beautiful signal. Beautiful narrative, right? What's the narrative of the day? The week, sorry. The weekly is bearish. This is our weekly high, right? Here. This is our weekly high. Okay, we come up, we've been bearish all week. We come back up, fail to take this high twice. 1 attempt, 2 attempts, then come back under this 4 hour, right? Just a nice potential retracement back. Our daily's bullish, so I'm not saying that the whole thing needs to go, right? Just this could be a nice little retracement back down into here. Either way, both trades, either that one or this one, both good. Haven't had any alerts yet. Missed that one. Oh no, I'm on the 2 minute. That's fine. These are the time frame that I'm using for the alerts. So I'm using this for my alerts, which is default. So no signal on the 2 minute, no sell signal on there, just on the 1. Now, if you remember on here, I wasn't up for taking this trade, just because we were sat here on the daily, and then we'd failed. When we came through, we came back above. So never came back and took the high, so if you did take it, you know, you're still in. Here's really where you would want to take your first partial if you got your risk to reward right. Still don't like it. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty... You need to just get this hour over, guys. It's 4 minutes, and then we should be able to see some different price action. Either way, we're done. We're just covering a few things. Looking forward to being done for the day. Coming back tomorrow, cracking on again. Been good. Let's just clean this up. Beep, beep. Right. We don't need the example of the previous candle. I can always just show you that actually. I don't know why I didn't just turn on that. So yeah, that was that 4 hour candle, right? So we at least are expecting that we're going to come and take this 4 hour low, or we just dribbled down so slowly. So ES has already taken the low, right? So ES has been and done, bang, through like a dream. NQ's just being awkward. There's 2 minutes left on this hour. And we failed to take, we've taken the previous hour low. So if we look at the hourly, nice. Yes. Congratulations. What a day.
Nice.
I haven't seen it in Discord. Can you see it? Oh, we've had a madman. Someone's been doing the 10-minute scalping. Oh, smashed it. Oh, that's been good. Yes, ping pong them. Ping, ping, ping. Nice.
Fucking crazy bastard.
Yeah, if you can take it, if you haven't got much time, that 10-second chart can be great.
Fucking hell. Fair play.
Yeah, here we go. Come on. Take that. Well, congratulations. What a day. Shut it off. Come back tomorrow. You've done your job.
Absolutely.
You've done your job. You've made your profit. That's all you're here to do. If you want to carry on, get in demo. Practice. Come on. Can't get that close to the 4-hour low and not whip it. Yeah.
Quick to move to BE.
Yeah.
Not surprised in 10 seconds.
10 seconds. How quick?
You need a fucking fast mouse.
Yeah. Yeah, I like... you look at a lot of the people who scalp, a lot of people who trade, they take risk off. I think even like Kyle, JCap, he'll talk about it like he'd rather take 8 break-evens in a row, right? And then, boom, you catch that runner and off it goes.
I'm pleased though because he's had a rough couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's nice to be picking up some wins.
Yeah. And remember, you can back test that setup, right? You can replay, load that setup, get confident, know what you're looking for. I mean, we talk about it, like the daily and the weekly levels are really important, right? They give you a narrative and help you where you for what you're looking for, right? But it's that same thing that we're looking for, right? 4-hour flips bearish, we take the low. We're now not expecting this high to go. When new hour starts, we go bearish, retest, bam, right? It's that pattern, that continuation. Yeah, I mean, it depends, like when you're like here, for me, this is the runner, right? It's here to here. Other way to do it is to catch runners is at 1R, right? If you take 50% off at 1R or just past 1R and don't move your stop to break even, leave it where it was, then if the trade does come against you, like on this 1 hour, you're not losing, right? You've just broke even because you've taken 50% off at 1R, so you'll lose what you want. So sometimes a lot of people don't like getting taken out and the trade goes on to win. Well, the other way to do it is don't move your stop, right? Don't move your stop. You really will get break even at your stop loss at 50% at 1R, right? Or 1.2R, so there's a tiny bit of profit. Or, for example, like here, where I'm above, I could have reduced my stop to just above the daily level, right? And gone, okay, well, I've taken 50%. Reduced my stop by 30%. But yeah, it's another way to do it, right? 1R, 50%, and then leave your stop. And if it does get taken, it's only break even anyway. It just gives you that room where you don't expect price to violate, your stop's still there without risking capital. The daily level and the weekly level will help you with your catching some of those runners, right? When we might get some of those runners in line with what the daily or what the weekly is. CL, new hour, still about the same point. New hour on ES looking like we're going potentially bearish. So this 4 hour could return to this 4 hour. NQ, let's see. Still got this daily and 4 hour level. This is going to be an interesting point, right? So this is currently the daily candle. Right? This is currently the daily candle. Oh, cha-ching, your USD. Let's have a look. What are we getting? Oh, a buy signal. Ooh, okay, so we're below the 4 hour. However, market structure is bullish on the 2 minute. We've currently taken the previous high, right, which was here, boom, gone bullish. The 4 hour, the current hour took the high of the previous 4 hour, meaning that this is our low. So there is a good chance that actually this could go bullish and come back for this high. If we were trading market structure and you were happy with this retracement return to the origin of the zone, then what you could do is you could take this trade, but your stop would be the market structure low, right? And you would be targeting the high, and that would be your trade. Now you are coming up to the 4 hour. Alternatively, you can wait for us to come back above the 4 hour, retest, and your target is the daily, right? A return to the daily. Right now, when we looked at some of the other examples, this isn't in line with this trade, is it? Right? Look at bullish, take the high, retesting the 4 hour, bullish, we're above, okay? It is not the same. It's not the same narrative. It's not as good condition. This is like semi-used.
I'm glad they can't see my face.
What is that? What's wrong with semi-used?
Semi-used?
Yeah, it's not brand new, it's semi-used.
What a disgusting turn of phrase to use.
What? I'm not referring to a person.
Fucking holy.
Look at the flow, Aaron. Right, we take this low here, shift bearish, fail to close above this high, bearish on the day, hour starts bearish, 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 right? We've moved all the way down. Now you know how the high and low data works, right? So we've had our first hour of our 4 hour candle. Okay? Here's the stats. We've taken the high of the first hour in this 4 hours. Oh, no, we haven't. We've just done the first 4 hours. Oh, okay. Sorry, that breakup. Oh, no, we have. It's an hour before.
Are you okay?
I am. It's an hour before on the CFD. So there's the first hour, there's the second hour. So on this here, right, I need to make sure I've got the right candle though. 9 o'clock. Fuck balls. No, it's still starting at 10. It's because it's the CFD. Let's go on 60. Here we go. That's better. So on here, sorry, on futures, which is what we're trading on this one, this is bearish, and we've taken the low of the first hour. So we have a 76% probability. I need to go up time frames. Let's have a look at the 15 minute. 79%. Right. So the buy signal you're definitely not taking. And it's because market structure's gone bullish. Right, because statistically, we are expecting this to stay and for us to come and take these lows now on Euro. I really might Anyway, yeah, I'm not interested in that signal. I'd be more interested if we could come under this now. Looking at the data on that one. Let's just check on NQ. So we haven't, we started a new hour here and we haven't taken the low. So this is our previous hour low here. And we immediately failed to take the low and went off and went bullish. Come back up into our daily and our 4 hour. So could see a retest to the, come back to this level again. I'm just going to set an alert on this high. Sometimes happens like later on in the day. But if we can take this high, then there'll be potentially a good long. ES is already back at the hourly. Structure wise, right, let's just like high, 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 low, 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 right? Obviously, I've created mechanical market structure, and where I learned market structure from years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago was changed throughout the time. Basically, what it came to was that unless it's mechanical, it's about what you see. You can see the structure. Don't worry too much about it being, if it's not mechanical. Oh.
CL.
Oh, I'm getting another sell signal on CL. Nice bullish candle. Previous day high. Just clean this up. So our hourly, we've got 39 seconds. So our hourly is here, and we've gone out bullish from our hourly. Our previous hour is here. We are above the 4 hour and back above the weekly. Don't want that. Failed to come and take this low, so no. We're not taking that on the 2 minute. I think it'll be gone now anyway. Let's have a look. Oh, no, still there. We'll wait. So what we can do is on the Heikin-Ashi candles, you can see we've got a green candle. We don't have a bearish candle. So if we're undecisive, we can wait. Wait for a bearish candle, right? This is like a strong bearish candle. Right now it's bullish, and the fact that there's no wick on the bottom of that new one is a strong bullish candle, so we can just wait. Grab a cup of tea. Bam, bam, bam. So it's 9 ticks for our high. So this is our low, which we failed to take. So our statistics on this is our 4-hour candle, this 4-hour candle. So here, that's too, can't even see that now. Hang on. Here is our bearish example. Let's go up to 15 minutes. So 115 bearish candles, 76% of the time it's in the first hour. 84% of the time it's in for 117 bullish candles. These are days, this particular 4-hour. 84% of the time our low is in the first. Oh, okay, we've changed. Going bearish, right. Come on, it's worth a go. Is it worth a go? I need to get out of that. Go away. Let's have a look. Need to be careful of this. Where do we take profit? Where would be our first trade? So stops would be like here. First TP would have to be the low, or even actually 1 hour's there. Again, I want this drop to here. So plenty of R if it does go. There's the daily. Right, I'm going to put a very, very minimal risk on this trade because it's like trade number 6 now. 7. I like it.
Just saying.
Sorry. Really don't need to risk that much. We've done a good day. Good day.
Order filled.
Where is it? Okay. I like see this Vib here. This Vib is annoying me. No, fuck it. I don't want that high to go. It's not looking good. Just toying with. No, we're definitely going to just put it above the 1 tick above this high. 9.6. So minimal risk on this one. It's probably, again, about 5 or 6 in confidence. Don't like that vib. Could see it just tap that vib. But again, if we take this high, I don't want to be in it anyway. Definitely going to take the high. Never mind. Can't win them all. If we take this high, we then confirm bullish, right? Which means this is our bullish low. And we have high probability then of maybe run. Are we going to run this weekly level? This is what I'm thinking. Is like, are we going to run this weekly level? We've been bearish all week, and then today we flip bullish. But are we going to run this weekly level? That's what I was playing on, a continuation of the bearish side. Let's see. I mean, if we take this high, I would say that this is becoming more likely. Because this 4 hour then is going to flip bullish, which you've seen when we got up to the 15 minute, right? There's like 111, 81% probability, then this low doesn't go. So for the next 3 hours, I think this high is probably going to go if we're going to do this, which looks like we are going to do it. We're opening a VIB as well. So we might just fill this level. If it wicks this and fills and then drops, it's one of them. Let me just quickly. So NQ failed to take this 4 hour low. So a new hour starts bullish, close above, right? So I'm thinking that this now, where I've got my alert, this could be a good trade as well. ES has been a lot more bearish, and NQ has just failed to take that 4 hour low. When we've got that close to taking the 4 hour and it hasn't, then there's yeah, same thing MQ as well. Then price is showing it doesn't want to come down, but we still need to see this high go to confirm that for us. So let's wait for that alert. Don't even bother putting this on. I don't even need to bother. Structure wise, we're bullish. We're taking this high. We'd need to see this low go for us to then flip. It's pretty much not going to happen. Could minimize risk. Get out now. Halfway.
Excuse me.
So if NQ is going to go bearish, we want to see a new hour. So a lot of the time for the 4 hour, the second hour will come down, retrace, and then if this hour finishes without breaking this high, and then goes bearish out of that new hour, then you would have your target for the low, right? So right now, we expect to kind of bounce between these levels potentially. If we're going to go bearish, we're getting a sell signal there as well. So if we're going to go bearish, we might bounce between these levels, wait for another hour to start, give us another zone, go bearish, tap in, and then come take those lows. If we're going to go bullish, we want to see our level go. I can't take this trade because I'm in the CL1, which is going to get taken out. So this is going to get this is going to get stop lossed. It'll be the last trade I take today.
You said that 2 trades ago.
I know. The only thing I've done is I just keep reducing risk. They're just good examples though of trades to take. No way this is not getting fucking taken out. We have that VIB. I'm fairly sure we're going for that VIB. This could just be a wick boy where I get wicked and then it goes down. Possibly. Here's the market structure, right? So our 2-minute market structure, we broke this low. So our market structure high. See, we're bearish on the 2-minute. Two-minute high. Now flipping back bullish. If I could get to around here, I'd just take the reduced loss. I'm pretty good at, I don't mind closing out trades in a loss, but I like to get to sort of 75%. Just so that I only need to be, I only need to be right 50% of the time, right, in closing those trades, and it saves me money.
Stop filled.
There we go. So there's our first loss for today. We tap that VIB in reverse, you arsehole CL. Let's see. If ES can come below the hourly, see this is much cleaner on ES. See how the structure's bearish, as we're on NQ just going a little bit more bullish. See how we're taking highs, making higher lows. So ES is definitely more bearish, better to short than NQ. I'm telling you now, CL. So I was close to putting my stop here and just covering this VIB and this wick by a tick. That was what I was thinking of doing. Now, the reason why I didn't was because if we take this high, right, then we flip bullish anyway, and I would expect us to potentially come up higher. But that is why we went one tick above. Possibly. Could have done that. If it was my first trade of the day, that is what I would have done. Just to give myself a little bit more room and make sure I cover all potentials. That would have been my first stop loss because of that VIB. Now, because it's not, I was using the high. First trade of the day, I'm covering all risks, potentially. And that would have been where it was. Let's check on Euro. Nice, rejection. Remember why we didn't take it? I'd have preferred to take the short for those lows. Yeah, that was the trade, remember? We were looking at, we break, come below, retest. So this was the retest on this candle. Didn't come back in. But yeah, that was the trade I've been looking for. Beautiful. Nice break. We ended up continuing on down. Quite nice with structure, right? 2 minute and 5 minutes bearish. Yeah, so I think kind of from a clean point of view, I don't like NQ at the moment. ES is a little bit more bearish. Prefer. Gold's now sort of that better structure as well. CL. Yeah, I think CL might range for the rest of the day. We'll see. Should have used that bigger stop. And Euro, we've done what we kind of scenario. 4 hour bearish. We took the low of the first 4 hour on 6E. That way, right? There's the 4 hour. We come up bullish. We take the low, giving us our statistical bearish, right? Flip the hourly, tap back in, and then we've got our lows to target, right? So that was a nice trade. And I'm trying to cover kind of as many pairs so you can see across the potential pair that you're trading how that might go, right? So this was if we broke above, which we've got the alert. That is a long if we break above. Alternatively, we want to see this next hour. So once this hour's out of the way, pretty quickly, what could happen is this. So we get this hour, plods around, we get a new hour, and that new hour could go bearish very quickly if we don't take this high. This is still our hourly low and our hourly high. We haven't yet taken either of them. There goes CL. We are going to take it going for the weekly. Much cleaner from ES. Much cleaner. Q's still holding. Right. We've had quite a few trades today. Our main trades are always going to be New York Open and 10 a.m. Open, and then you'll be waiting for a retracement and a tap on the 4-hour 10 a.m. candle. So a bit like this on gold and on NQ. We obviously took this trade. This is too deep, right? So for example, if you're going to try and take this trade, this is where your stop's got to be, above the 4-hour. This one's better, right? There's no signal there, but you could have taken this. And then you'd be looking for a new low, right? So there's your kind of setups. We can look for another signal in the next hour as well. Could take the high. If we take the high, there's the alert on there anyway, so we can look at that later. And then Euro's already kind of hit what we wanted. That reversal. And taking for the lows. I wonder why this draw. We obviously hit the other draw at the New York Open, right? So we hit this draw. This is our 4-hour low. Just struggling to take it. Anyway, it's been a great session, cracking day. Finished the day. 66% winning trades, 26% break even, and that one loss. Here we finish up on here's our day. So pretty good day. Started off nice and easy, warming up, boom, profit, more profit. So these are like partial, right? So partial TPs, partial TP, and then there's our loss on CL, which has put us on. Let's have a look. $647 for the day. Which is not bad. Happy with that. The good thing, I think what I like is, right, check this out. So it's this, where is it? Here, average trade time, 5 minutes. Longest trade, 19 minutes. This, I don't want to be, I like being in trades for like max half an hour. I like to be in a position where I'm catching it at the right moment, where it moves in the right direction for us. So thanks for joining us today. If otherwise, I'll see you in the Discord now, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Catch some more trades. I think we did 3 wins on the live and 1 loss so far today. We had quite a few. We had the orb at the beginning, tap at the hourly, going for the New York Open, and then we had the below into the daily, and then we had our short to our previous 4 hour. I only had 100 ticks on, so I was here and here, and they were our live trades. And then on CL we had this loss, I had this win on CL today, and then I had Euro as well, a couple on Euro. Yeah, that was my trade before, and then that would have been the nice trade on 6E where we were looking for that short. I didn't take that because we got in that CL trade. Other than that, we'll recap tomorrow. I've got some journaling to do. So I will see you in the Discord if you're in. Otherwise, I'll see you live tomorrow.